Greetings and salutations! This is the third and final video of my tutorial on how to create a Discord bot using the Python programming language. In this video, I will show you how to host your bot on a cloud server for free. Slight disclaimer, you will need a valid debit or credit card when creating an account, but it will not be used unless you choose to get a higher performance server. For those of you who are just joining us, I'll put a link in the video description if you'd like to start by watching the first two videos of the series, where we talk about actually creating the bot. If you're just here to see how to host a Python script online, the previous videos aren't really necessary. You may remember in the last video we finished programming our bot. We added two commands, the ! goodbye and the ! greeting. However, the bot only replies when the Python terminal is running on our computer. This means that if you lose power, or your internet connection goes out, or you need to shut down your computer for some reason, the bot will stop working. It also means that you need to have an extra window open all the time, which may seem like a small thing, but it does get annoying after a while. In this video, we will solve this problem by hosting our bot on Google Cloud. This video is a little bit more technical than the previous video, but be patient and I will explain how everything works. Don't be intimidated by working in the command line. It's not as scary as it may seem. The first thing you need to do is log into your Google account and go to console.cloud.google.com. Choose the country that you reside in, choose your email preferences, and agree to the terms of service, and then click the Agree and Continue. Click Activate, and then fill out all the fields again, click Agree and Continue. Now you'll be prompted for payment details. As you can see on the left side, there is no auto charge after the free trial ends. It's just needed to make sure that you aren't a robot and in case you want to upgrade your account later. Go ahead and fill out your information. I'll blur mine out for obvious reasons. Once you finish filling out your info, click Start My Free Trial. This may take a few minutes. Once the page loads, go ahead and click Compute Engine. Once it's finished getting ready, click the Create button. Again, this could take a few minutes. Choose an instance name if you'd like, and select the region and zone nearest you. Now the important part. Select the specs for your cloud server. This is where you need to be mindful of price. If you want to host for free, select the specs that I do. If you want higher performance, select the specs that work for you. I'm going to select the Micro 1 Shared Virtual CPU. You can see that there are a lot of OS options. I kept the default settings. Once you're finished, click Create. Once again, you may have to wait a few minutes. Once this is finished, click the SSH button. If you've ever worked with Linux before, you may be familiar with SSH. For those of you who aren't familiar, SSH stands for Secure Shell, and it allows you to remotely and securely access a Linux machine's command line or terminal. Unlike Windows, most tasks on Linux can be accomplished through the command line. Now, this may seem intimidating if you've never worked in the command line before, but as I mentioned earlier, it's not as scary as it may seem. The first thing you're going to do is make sure that Python is installed. Type Python-V to see what version of Python you have. Usually Python is installed by default on Linux, so you'll probably have it. And then you can also type Python 3 space -V to see what version of Python 3 you have installed. If for some reason you don't have Python installed, you can install it by typing sudo apt-get install Python 3.6 or whichever version you need. Just be aware of which version of the Discord library you're using. If you're using the old version of the library, like we are in this tutorial, you'll need to install a version of Python prior to 3.5.3. If you're using Discord Rewrite, you will need Python 3.5.3 or later. As you can see, pip was not installed on my machine by default. So you can install it by typing sudo apt-get install Python 3-pip. Sudo is short for superuserdo, which is similar to the Windows run as administrator. apt-get means that you want the Advanced Packaging Tool, apt, to get and install Python 3-pip, which is, I guess, Linux's equivalent of a program, so to speak. Type Y and press Enter when you are asked if you would like to continue with the installation, and then wait. Now, we could transfer our bot files to our new cloud server and run the bot, but the bot would still stop running when we close our secure shell window. To prevent this, we need to install a tool called tmux. Type sudo apt-get install tmux and type Y and press enter when prompted. So when I was recording, I forgot to install the Discord library. You can go ahead and do that now by typing pip3 install Discord. Now we have everything installed. Type ls, which is short for list, to list the files in the current directory. In Linux, the folders are called directories. As you can see, there are no subfolders or no files. Go ahead and make a subdirectory by typing mkdir, which is short for make dir or make directory, and type the name of your new directory. I named mine MyPython. Pretty straightforward. Now, if we type ls, we see that there is now a subdirectory. Type cd and the directory name to change directories to. CD is an acronym for change directory. Now, when I was originally recording, I forgot to install the Discord library, as I mentioned. You can see me doing that right now. Now we're going to move our Discord bot files to our cloud server. While you're in the directory you created, type nano and then the file name of your script. Make sure the file name ends in a .py. This will open the nano text editor in the command line. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to copy and paste my code in. Select all the text in your bot file by pressing Ctrl-A and then Ctrl-C to copy. Then go back to the secure shell and press Ctrl-V to paste it in. Alternatively, you may have to right-click in the shell and click Paste. Sometimes pasting in a shell, terminal, or command line can be a little bit finicky. Once you've pasted your code in, press Ctrl-X and press Y to confirm that you want to save your file. If you want to change your file name, you can. Otherwise, just hit the Enter key. Nano will close, and then you can run the file by typing Python3 and then the name of your file. It goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Funny how that is. Spelling and capitalization matters. You can see when I switch back to my Discord server, the bot is running and he responds to commands, so it works. But we're not quite done yet. As I mentioned before, if I close this shell window, the bot will stop. Now we need to run the bot using tmux, which will allow the shell to continue running even after I close the shell window. To use tmux, simply type tmux. TMUX. This will start a new tmux session. I will show you how to access an existing tmux session later. Once you've created a new tmux session, verify that you are in the same directory as your script, and run it just like you normally would by typing python3 followed by the name of your script. Now my bot is running, and if I close the secure shell window, the bot continues to run, which is the goal of this video. Now if you need to access the tmux session at a later time, to stop, restart, or change the bot, you can do so by opening up the secure shell window in your Cloud Console page and typing tmux ls to list the active tmux sessions. Then tmux a for attach, followed by -t, followed by the ID number of the session you would like to join. You can even use tmux to have multiple sessions running at once. For example, if you wanted to launch another bot while your bot was already running, you could just type tmux to launch a new tmux session, start your bot, and then you can change between tmux sessions by using the tmux a-t and then the ID number. Well, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned something by watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Since I'm such a small channel, it really helps me out. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and give me a subscribe. It's free. Have a great day. I'm out.